Hello everybody, welcome back to another edition of the TeSys Island training. I'm your host, Leandro Mada, and in this video, what we're going to see is how we can connect the TeSys Island to the M580 solution. So let's go to the software. So in the previous videos, we have seen how we can configure our island. Now what we're going to do is to upload the information from the island, see what is inside right now, and then make the configuration of the control expert in order to download the program on the M580 and have the communication with the island. So what I'm going to do is to test that I have the connection with the device. So I'm just going to ping it. 192.168.1.31. This is the IP address of my TeSys island. Then I'm going to ping the PLC, the M580. Okay, those are the IP addresses I have here in my network. So what I'm going to do now is to upload what is inside the TeSys island. So I need to select mode TCP. Here in the configuration, I select the IP address. I know which is IP address. Okay, scan devices for the network. Select this, and it will connect and it will upload information. Now we just need to wait. Okay, so this is the configuration that I have in my island. And it's important to understand the device position and also the avatar position that we have over here in the avatar, because we will need this information in order to use it on the control expert in order to point to the right information that we need for each device and avatar. Now, in order to connect with the M580, okay, the best way or the easiest way is to use the mode TCP. So we can use the DTM of the TeSys island inside the software. So what I'm going to do in this particular case is to change this, convert to mode TCP. Okay, and then connect and store to the device. So we can use the DTM directly in the software. Storing this. Store to the device successful. There we go. So we still have the communication. We have the diagnostics, everything the same. I'm not going into much detail, but we have this. Okay. So now that we have this configuration, it seems that the PLC, the TeSys island, is ready for the M580 solution to connect to the island and then retrieve and do all the things that we need. So I'm going to leave this over here. Okay. Now let's go to the control expert. So have one instance open the control expert over here. So what I'm going to do is to create a new project and check which is the processor that I'm using. Just wait for it to finish. So in my case, I have a M580, and if I'm not wrong, is this processor, and I'm using this backplane. Let me just have a check. Have another project open with the same configuration. So I'm using that one. The M580, this, and that one. Okay, so we can proceed. Now, in my configuration, I don't want the password. Yeah. So in my configuration, I have a few more things over here. So I have a NOS that basically is a switch. NOS. So if you want to make the IO scanner, okay, sometimes depending on the level of the processor or the reference, you cannot make the scanner over here. So you will need the NOS and scan over these two ports in order to access to the device that you're going to scan. And then what I have is a NOC card over here. Let me just check which one I'm using. I'm using this one. Okay. There we go. So I have a few more things, but I'm going to use this two at the moment, just to show you. Then there are different ways to connect to the TeSys island. So in my case, I'm going to use the NOC card to connect to the TeSys island and read information too. But depending on the reference that you have the M580, you can use this port or not. If you cannot use this port, then you can use the NOS and connect over here, and then you should be able to see the DTM. So now what we need is to open the DTM browser. First, I'm going to compile this, so we get an error of this. So basically, we just need to change the passwords. So one administrator is the one that you usually use for all the projects. Okay, compile, then you get these two. Change password. This is the default. Download. Administrator. Usually use the same for everyone. Administrator 1. This. Web user. Administrator 1. Administrator 1. Okay. Apply. Okay. There we go. No more issues. If you want to avoid that, you can always decrease the version of the CPU. Okay, and it will not ask you. I believe for the standard with the 3.1, it will not ask you. So now let's start playing with this. So we need to open the DTM browser. DTM browser here. So in my case, I'm going to add it over here to the NOC card, but if you're using the NOS, you can add, select Modbus TCP because it's the one that has the DTM, TeSys island, add DTM, select TeSys island 2, okay, and here is connected. Even if it shows the distributed, you will need to put it over here, okay. I'm going to remove this, delete, and let's make some configuration of the Ethernet port. So I'm going to unlock all this, then you should be able to check which is the one that you need for your project. So in my case, I have number 1 for the main, and then I use the 580, 58, 159. This is the configuration for my M580. Save, validate. Okay, SMP 1. Validate. There we go. So we changed the IP address for this part over here, and then if you use the switch, it will be the same network as this one. In my case now, I'm going to use the NOC card. So in order to change that, you can go over here, 192.168.1.31. So in my case, it's everything on the same network. Okay, then validate, and that's it. So I have already configured the, no, sorry. This one is different, it's a different IP address. I assigned the same as the TeSys, and it's not right. Okay, so I have already assigned the IP address for the port, the IP address for the NOC card, and then I should be able to communicate those two. But what we need now is to add the DTM to the right device in order to scan it. So open the DTM browser, in my case it's the NOC car, right click, add. If you take a look here on Ethernet IP, there is no ADS for the TeSys island. Okay, you can export it and import it, but the process is much easier on over modal TCP. So here we have the DTM. We just add the DTM. We just define the name, so it's going to be my TeSys Iceland, the name of my DTM. Okay, and we have the device over here. So what we need to do is to change this IP address. So if we go over here, double click, we have the device added over here. So on the address, we just need to define this and define the IP address of our equipment. It's going to be 31. The gateway, this one. And in this case, I'm going to disable the DHCP. Okay, if you use the DHCP, it will allow you to use the FDR, fast device replacement, that I'm going to show you later. But in this case, I just want you to connect and use the function blocks that we have for the TeSys island. Okay, apply. Yes. So double click, and you can see here that we have the TeSys island. Now we can try to connect to the device and see what happens. I'm going to show you that it's not going to work because there are a few things that we need to change. So I'm going to try to connect with the CPU now. I'm going to use our model TCP. If it's the first time, probably use a mini USB. It's gonna be fine. So you can connect and avoid doing this. But in my case, I'm doing this way. So if we're connected, okay. So you can see that I can ping all these things. Let's see. It's connected, should be connected over there. It was connected over here, but I just connected to the main NOC card. So if I ping again, okay, it works. And if I connect to the NOC card, it's then link it. Okay, fine. Okay. So if you try to use like this, you want to be able to connect. You can load from data from the device, but the communication between the NOC card and the CPU is not enabled by default, and we need to enable a few things. For example, the FTP. So this will not work. Just for you to show you. Okay, even if can be a scan 31 is right now it's connected in the NOC card, so it will not work. What we can try to do is to download this to the CPU so everything is configured. So I'm going to connect to the CPU, it's different project. Then I'm going to transfer it, reveal and transfer. Just wait for it. Just going to show you the full process. Okay, running. Let's see if I can ping the NOC card. I haven't enabled anything, so I believe I shouldn't communicate. So ping 192.168.1.15. Okay, it's good. Expected behavior 31. Okay, it's good. Now what I can do is to enable the communication between the backplane. So here in my case, this is the service part in the top part of the NOC car. This one, I don't have anything connected over here, so no. This one is enabled, so this one will allow me. And then I'm going to enable the backplane port. So I should be able to access using the CPU, connected to the CPU. And right now I'm connected over here. So I should connect all the way here to here and then to the TeSys icon. Okay. So now let's go back here. So even if I enable this, it will not work because I haven't enabled this part. So going to disconnect, going to build this and download and see if at least now I have the full connection. I'm going to try to ping it. Oops. Administrator. Download. Yes. So we just need to wait. Just to show you the whole thing. Of course, I can speed up the process and do it quickly, but I just want to show you all the different things and that you may have and the things that you need to check during the process and what happens if you don't do it during the process. Okay, so now should be able to ping the NOC car. Well, I just pinged the TeSys island, and I should also ping the NOC car. Okay, so I have the full connection because I have enabled the backplane. Now, if I try to connect over here, so load data from device. I would expect that it shouldn't work, but I'm going to show you. Okay, there we go. You get the message. So you are able to ping it and everything, but you need to enable on the NOC car the security. Okay, because everything is disabled. So you're going to unlock security. Apply, okay. So I'm going to disconnect. I'm going to reveal everything. And then I'm going to connect. Straight. Oh, I think I typed it wrong. Straight to 1. Okay. Download project. Okay. And now I should be able to connect, ping it, and upload the project that is inside the TeSys island and open it and have it inside the control expert. Okay, that will be the idea here. Just wait for it to read everything. Okay, good. So now it's running. I should be able to connect to the device. Now, if you try to open this over here without the connection, the island is empty. There is nothing at all over here, which is good because I haven't connected yet. So if this one is empty, if you go to the variables here, the only information available is this one, my TeSys island, which is the device added over here, and I have inputs and outputs. Of course, it doesn't have anything yet because it's not linking with the actual information I have in my island. So what I need to do is to connect to upload this information in order to see something different here. So now if we go to the here, load data from device, it will try to upload information from the TeSys island into here. Okay, just bear with me. So I'm going to try to connect. Okay. Let's go like mode. Let me just check if I forgot about something. IP address in my case is this one. Live. Okay. This is the channel switching. Yes. Yes. TCP. Okay. Server, TCP disabled. This is no mandatory quality of service. Access port. Service port. No. Security. Unlock. Okay. Let me just disconnect. Download the configuration in case I forgot something. Now we're going to connect again. We're going to transfer this. I didn't build it. Administrator. I didn't make the modification when I access to the DTM. But anyway, I'm going to upload what is inside the TeSys island now. So for it to download. Good. Now let's see if we can connect. You can see here I had the possibility to connect. It's connected. Then now I'm going to load data from the device. Okay. Now it's uploading information from TeSys island. Modification has been done. Okay. And you can see it's doing something in the background, importing variables. Now I'm going to show you what that means. So now I have more structure here, and this structure is related to the avatars that I have configured in my original configuration. So if we go back to the project I have opened here, you can see the Ava mod, Ava Ana, Ava Swift Zap, Ava int RURP. The connection to the DTM create the structure for this information, the cyclic information to be used in our function blocks. So if we go back to the control expert, here it creates those informations available for us. Or those structures for us to be used. Okay, here is created. So now that we have this connection, establish the connection and upload the information from the TeSys into our project, it creates this information available. And if you open this DTM, now I should be able to see the whole island that I have already configured that before wasn't available. Okay. Then you have all this information available here. Okay. So at this point, I just want to show you how to make the connection between the M580 solution and the TeSys item using Control Expert. This is the first point. In the next video, what we're going to see is how we can use the library of TeSys Island in order to control the TeSys Island. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this video, and I see you on the next one.